Yep, we're back. Another overtime, late night in the stars. Um, I don't know
Kicking it.
what's on your mind. Y'all want to talk about this Black Lives Matter movement?
Yeah,
Uh,
I want to hear about
spending
this.
spending big dollars on big houses in Hollywood Hills, real estate, all this. Is this where
This
people's
is
money is
this
funneling to?
news. This news to me.
What you say, Corey? Oh, you ain't hear about
Is
it?
this? I said this is news to me. I haven't. No, I have not heard about this. Right? Like, what? This is just like just this week or you know what I'm saying?
Looks like
When did this
in
happen? When did it start?
looks like the past 2 weeks or three
I think I heard
weeks.
about this like last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pull another article up, but here's one.
So is it? Is it the company as a whole, or is just one person out of the company just or I'm
I
sorry, the
mean, well,
organization just buying up houses or whatever? What's going on?
we already know, like, foundations and stuff. They always have quote unquote uh overhead fees, and then
Hmm.
so like, are they using these overhead fees to buy supreme real estate? As protests broke out across the country in the name of Black Lives Matter, the group's co-founder went on a real estate buying binge, snagging four high-end homes for 3.2 million in the U.S. alone. Patrice Khan Colors hyphenated 37 also eyed property in the Bahamas at an ultra exclusive resort where Justin Timberlake, that's big money, Tiger Woods, even bigger money, both have homes. The
Oh,
Post has
shit.
learned. This is the Washington Post. This is
I
no,
thought.
this is New York Post. This is New York Post. This is New York Post. New York Post has learned luxury apartments and townhouses at the beachfront Albany Resort outside Nassau. Shout out to Nassau. Are priced between 5 million and 20 million. Oh, just last month she
Well,
purchased a 1.4 million home on a secluded road, a short drive from Malibu. So yeah, she's in Malibu doing the big.
hmm,
While people are in Ferguson and in the trenches, you out Malibu doing your thing,
hmm.
big baby. I mean,
Well, so I say this. I say this. It's a donation. These are donations that are going in. You know what I'm
but who does it
saying?
benefit? Who's it benefit?
Motherfuckers really. It's a.
Do you need these
Ex-
big houses
I
with
mean,
tall
that's a
ceilings to
good
clear
question.
to,
That's a
to clear
good
your mind?
question. That's a good question. That's why I don't donate. 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 Because where's it going? Where's it going? That's why I've not just with the BLM, like, but forever I have not wanted to donate because I knew, you know what I'm saying, even if it didn't have Black Lives Matter in front of the name or whatever, it's a charity for blase blase or whatever. Like, where is it? Where are these $10,000 plate dinners? Where's this money going to? Where's this money going to? Where's this money going to? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I don't know. I can't really speak on it, but I'm not. I can't even say I'm going to give it the benefit give it the benefit of the doubt, but and say, oh, maybe she getting some Airbnbs or whatever, and she gonna put the money back into to BLM or whatever. I don't know, but it's yeah, that it doesn't sound good, especially if whoever is making these purchases is not speaking on it and letting people know where the money is going towards or what the money is benefiting for anyway.
Hmm. I think there's only one way
So
to.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean, you all right, so you see things like this going on. Like we even saw what the NBA with the Black Lives Matter players with the Nike Black Lives Matter shirts, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of money that's being circulated within the organization. Just even outside of just the donations that people are giving out. And so she's buying all these homes, but then at the same time you got what's his name, Michael Brown father. I know we even had a discussion on his podcast maybe like a
Mm-hmm.
month or so
Demanding
ago,
the money.
or a couple months ago. We was talking about how he demanded 20 million, and then even
Mm-hmm.
recently, I think like back just a couple weeks ago, literally about 2 weeks ago, Breonna Taylor's mother slammed Black Lives Matter. So it's the same thing. So you got Michael Brown father coming out, you got Breonna Taylor's mother coming out saying that the company is a fraud or the organization is a fraud. So it's like, at what point do people start to actually question what the organization is really about? Like, I mean, people have been organized. I mean, been questioning it, but it's not like I don't see this outrage. I don't see this. It's kind of like a passive, you know, approach towards the whole organization. At least it seems, because there's definitely been signs of people. It's almost like Black Lives Matter is supposed to be supporters of the Breonna Taylors and the Michael Browns, but then why are their parents coming out against the same organization, the people who actually lost these people, the families that actually lost these people? So to me, it definitely makes the organization look shaky. But I'm just kind of trying to wonder why everybody just seems to be letting them off the hook. Like, there this doesn't seem to be much of a outrage about this shit. People get outraged over some shit a motherfucker said, but you watching these niggas buying $1 million houses off the names of people who've actually been killed. So I don't know, it just seems kind of strange to me.
They raised $90 million
So all right,
in donations.
so they raised 90.
Yeah,
So they
$90
raised
million.
$90 million, but basically 3 million has been spent on homes. 3 million has been spent on homes. Is what you're telling me? 90 million has been raised.
No. That's just one member. Like, she's just one member. Isn't it like 3 founding members?
Yeah, if they brought her to the forefront, why ain't they gonna bring everybody else to the forefront? Purchasing
True.
or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe she's sloppy with it.
Yeah, or maybe she's the, you know what I'm saying, just like in Wall Street or wherever the fuck, the person at the top of the echelon or whatever, at the upper echelon wants to, they feel like they did so much or whatever, they deserve to get paid this much and do whatever. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying, because if they raise 90 million and we only seeing that 3 million has been spent on housing or whatever, homes for herself. I don't know
Housing?
if
That
it's
ain't
for
housing.
herself or not. Yeah, no, I know that's or real estate. They say, I'm sorry, real estate. Like I said, I don't know what she's doing. What the girl's
So is
doing
she
with
gonna
this
flip the
money, I don't
houses
know.
for profit, or is like, is this a side hustle, or is she just she just living?
But even this,
That's what I
I
want to
mean,
know.
even just in general, like if everybody like put it like this, let's say out of the 90 million, 3 million got spent on housing and shit. Okay, so where did the rest of it go? Because there's no, obviously we don't know what's going on behind the scenes completely, but there's no blatant evidence, because we got family members saying
Exactly.
that we watching this shit expand and this shit grow, but ain't nobody doing nothing for us. Off the name of, like, if you sit back and you actually watch the child that you name, his name is being used to push a certain organizations, and then you just sitting back like, and then they just growing and growing and growing, and then you just sitting back not like, just seeing it off your child's name. Like, I don't know, that shit, it looks like
Hmm.
manipulation, at least to me.
I get it.
Because you would want these people involved, especially if you're gonna
I
be
get
using their
it.
names all the time.
Hmm.
I'm a maybe not devil's advocate, but I'm gonna play this though. I'm gonna
Oh,
say
here you go,
it,
Corey.
what you
Wait,
got?
hold on. Let me just make this one last point real quick. All right, so it's
Go
like
ahead.
this, right? Okay, like I said, it's an organization called Black Lives Matter. Cool. Okay, you're
Hmm.
called Black Lives Matter, right? But then again, it's like, okay, if they're raising $90 million, what is the type of conflict, I guess you would say, that Black Lives Matter uses, or I ain't gonna say uses, they're so-called helping. What causes are they so-called helping? Like, what's the perfect mixture that you need? Because it's called Black Lives Matter, but black people die every day, right? So I want to understand, like, what's
Hmm.
the perfect formula that puts them in position to make this $90 million? Because put it like this: if a black person kills a black person, that's not worth $90 million. But then when you get a black person who's get killed by a white cop, then all of a sudden you got the perfect mixture
Hmm.
in order to to push your organization further. Not all Black lives push the organization further. Only a specific type of Black life being lost pushes the organization further. So that's why these parents are coming out and complaining, because they're seeing it happening over and over and over again. So that's why they're like, hey, what's going on? You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't, every Black life don't bring them out to the streets. Every Black life don't bring them on TV. Only the ones that get killed by the police.
I get it.
Black people Black people ain't doing that for them.
I don't know though.
It does nothing for them.
And even though this sound kind of like, it sounds like a lot of money, $90 million, it still kind of sounds a little light. After like all the, like, you know,
that's what I'm saying.
The publicity it raised.
The name
in the past year.
The name splattered on the NBA court. The name is splattered all on the NBA court.
NFL.
It's in commercials. It's fucking NFL
MTV
all
movie
over,
awards,
all over. Just on the right.
SNL.
DC on right. Whatever street that is, where they got the Black Lives Matter joint, like not too far from the White House.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it still sounds a little light. It still sounds a little light. As far
I'm just saying,
there has to be a lot of money
saying,
into it for.
Look, I'm just saying the same media and the same government that everybody, definitely the Black folks have been saying, have all been biased towards Black folks and been trying to put Black folks against Black folks, or even nowadays put anybody against anybody or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, doesn't it sound a little bit convenient that if they raise 90 million and we're just hearing about 3 million, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it could be some type of campaign just to smear Black Lives Matter, whatever. Oh, what is she? Just to raise questions. Oh, what is she doing with $3 million? What is she? Oh, she's buying houses or whatever.
But honestly, Corey, like, you know I didn't need this to come out, like, because we knew, like, during election time, most of their money was donated to Act Blue, and Act Blue, you know, pretty much put Biden in the White House. So I need to hear this. It's just like, you know, just another notch on the belt.
Yeah, exactly. But and that's the point. And with all these points being made, like I said, where's that outrage? You know what I'm saying? Is it programming?
I get it,
have niggas,
but I need more.
Accepted the shit.
I need more though. I need more though.
But what do you stand on? Because
just being,
you may.
You
see what I'm saying? Like, I understand that you.
When I say I need more,
what do you believe?
What I'm saying is, I need more, because they're gonna check any Black person with any type of getting any type of money, period, anyway, and especially off of something like this, they're gonna check anybody. Oh, she got a mail, he got a mail, whatever the fuck. We want to know where all this money is going. It's fucking $90 million. The IRS does not play. The government does not play at all. They do not play. So I want to know.
Don't foundations get, like, you know, it's a loophole. That's why a lot of
like the church shit. Yeah. No taxes paid and all that shit. So the like I said, the government does not play. So like what has been broadcasted anyway, 90 million has been donation to BLM, and 3 million, we know, according to the article, has been spent on real estate from one person. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I feel like this unless we hear some more shit about it, I feel like this may be a smear tactic anyway, just on the BLM movement as a whole.
But
yeah,
I
need more.
I don't think it needs a smear campaign, though, nigga. I don't think it needs one. Like, because like, put it like this: it's like smear. Who's the opposition?
We talking about 90 million, though. We talking about 90 million, dog.
No, this is what I'm saying. But listen to me though. But look, but this is the point. This is the point though. If let's say this is a smear campaign, right? That's saying, like, okay, we want to make the credibility of Black Lives Matter look bad. But then who's presenting that message? You see what I'm saying? Who's presenting the message? What like because at the end of the day, right? 99, 90, actually not even 99. All the time you see Black Lives Matter being presented to you, because remember, the NBA puts it on its floor, the NFL puts it on its floor. So there's a lot of money being funneled through that shit. You think they're gonna let the general public have the perception that something that the NBA would put on its floor is a bad thing? That all these major sports, Nike got a fucking check, got NBA players, your favorite athletes walking around on the floor on fucking Madden. You turn on Madden and the nigga they got Black Lives Matter shit on Madden. Like, nigga, come on. So you think you tell me all
if
these
you got like older
organizations is
kids,
gonna
that's all
go
they know
off
too.
of something? Like, how is that a smear campaign when Black Lives Matter is being programmed to people as to accept it, embrace it, and look at it as a good thing? You don't see no athletes talking against that shit. Everybody on board against it. So if it's a smear campaign, how
everybody's
the majority
not
of
on
people
board
on
with it
board
though.
with Black Lives Matter?
Everybody's not on board with it. Everybody is not on
But
board with BLM though. We can't say that.
In the public?
We can't say it. We just had Trump. We just had a whole president.
In the public.
You're talking about one. I'm
What
talking
do
about
you mean? We still
public.
have senators and congressmen and everybody and right now who do not fuck with Black Lives Matter and still talking about this Trump shit and oh yeah, we need to cut down these votes in Georgia. We need to cut down these your driver's license ain't up to date. I don't give a fuck if you're 98 years old or whatever the fuck. You need to come in here and vote. I don't care if you have a ride or not, whatever. It's like, no, dog. No.
Okay,
I get what y'all
case,
saying, though, but I get it. I get what y'all saying.
But no, this is what I'm saying. It don't matter. It do, but it's
Come on,
this is
dog.
what I'm saying. Niggas are being brainwashed every day to go and accept this shit. They would not be putting this shit on TV and making you think that Black Lives Matter is a good thing, and then put out in that same public and say, "Oh, look at this lady that spent $3 million." How can that be a smear campaign when 99% of the time they're telling you it's a good thing?
That's my argument against that, though. I feel you. That's my argument against that, though. Niggas are being brainwashed to not accept that every fucking day. That's why you have Fox News, you have Newsmax, and all that other shit. Why we can see one video and one nigga see something totally different. All the Trump niggas, all the niggas that's Republicans. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
all the motherfuckers.
Okay, but I see what. All right, well, we do. Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
They do, but there's a lot of the general. That's what I'm saying. Kids don't watch that shit. Black people generally don't watch that shit. Fucking white people, I guess I'm assuming, who support the Democratic Party and don't fuck with it. They
trickle down information.
You said who gets triple information?
Like, just the everyday regular Joe Schmo just get trickle down information at the smallest, minute point. Like, people really don't
like if you want to
digest it.
If you want to listen to Fox News, you have to go to Fox News. You have to go to a specific place to get that type of information and energy. If you want to hear the opposite perspective, all you gotta do is turn on the NBA, turn on ESPN, turn on your everyday news, watch commercials, watch movies, watch music videos, listen to all the messages in the songs, all that shit. Go to fucking
award shows.
Like, come on, it's all the same. The award shows, the motherfucking celebrities, all the celebrities is on the same narrative, all the athletes on the same narrative. It's like, come on, man, everybody's saying the same shit. Like, none of these niggas is speaking out against Black Lives Matter. If you want to hear where the voice of the opposition, you have to go to a specific fucking place. But if you just sifting through the channels, you just you know what I'm saying, nigga, you're going to get these same messages over and over and over again. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. I don't see how that's a smear campaign when the same niggas that's putting information out 99% of the time is telling you that this is a good thing. I don't know.
I believe so. Even, I don't know. It's just like, look at the line that they draw in the sand for the most part. It's like, you guys go here, we go here. That make it clear as day for me.
But there's no main. All right, but this is what I'm saying. Where you have Fox News, but there's like no mainstream quote unquote conservative Republican voice. You know what I'm saying? You have to go specifically to those places. But if you're a person who's not into politics, you just a person who just want to be entertained or watch TV, all your perspectives is going to be pointing to the opposite side. That's all that you're getting on television. When you see, if you want to see the so-called Republican Trump supporter perspective, you got to go on the internet and look for that shit. You got to maybe go to like 2 or 3 for specific fucking channels on TV, but everything else is all the other shit. It's the opposite side, like everything else. The radio, when you would like we black, we don't listen to when we turn on the television. We black when we turn on the radio. If you listen to the local radio stations, what are these niggas saying? Oh, Trump ain't shit. Vote Democrat. Oh, we want Hillary. You know what I'm saying? It's the same message on every single black fucking station you turn to, no matter what. There's no mainstream black perspective on the opposite side. You see what I'm trying to say? So it's like, who's going against you, nigga? Everything you watch is telling you the same shit. I get what you're saying,
but Fox has always tried to straddle the line. I get what you're saying, but Fox has always tried to straddle the line. I get what you're saying. I get you. I will agree with you 95% until it comes to Fox. I will agree with you 95% until Fox. But because they want to on that one channel they try to have they try to have some types of inclusion or whatever with I'm talking about shows, regular shows or whatever. But when it comes to the fucking news, news, them niggas are all the way Trump Republican all day.
Hey, but hold on. Why do you? That shit don't matter though. That shit don't matter.
What are you talking about?
Because you don't think that's part of the plan. Like, you know, they gotta draw the line of saying like we have to be with this, y'all have to be with that. It has to be some type of opposition. That's the plan.
That's the whole capitalism. That's the whole capitalism.
That's like not even capitalism. That's just part of the show. Like there has to be the good guy. There has to be the bad guy.
Well, that's how they survive, though. That's how they survive off of capitalism.
No,
there has to be somebody at the top, and there has to be somebody at the bottom. That's how they make money out there.
No, I'm talking about how
everybody survives off capitalism, nigga.
I'm just talking about how the world's a stage. I'm talking about like how some people hate Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, some people hate Floyd Mayweather because he's like the bad guy. Some people like Manny Pacquiao because he's like the good guy. But after all, they just selling tickets. After a certain point, it's not about the fight and the dog. It's about selling tickets. So this Republican shit, this Democratic shit, don't matter who the players are. All they care about is about selling tickets. And what I mean is like keeping y'all on the line, keeping the money flowing on a day-to-day, season-to-season, quarterly type shit. Like they got the big plan, and is to keep people in the stands, but you got to make sure people are coming to the fight. So that's what I think this shit is.
Because the capitalism.
Nah, it's not capitalism. It's not capitalism.
I definitely agree. I agree.
It's just
I'm fucking with you.
It's keeping in that whole hamster wheelhouse type shit.
That's that shit. It's capitalism. I mean, but that is with capitalism. Yeah. That's what feeds the system.
It's what capitalism is per se, but yeah. But you gotta fool everybody to make them think they're on opposite ends. Yeah. But you're not. You all in the same boat.
Exactly. Because that's what
it's a conflict.
Okay, it is capitalism. Because capitalism like shit.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But that's what it is. What it does, it creates the competition. It creates a competitive mindset. Yeah. So you always gotta feel like it's somebody you gotta beat. It's somebody that's like, because I know people personally like I know that it's like in their mind they gotta feel like they have like an opposition. You know what I'm saying? In order to get over the hump. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of shit.
Be motivated. To be motivated.
Yeah, to be motivated. Yeah.
Well, the problem is when you can't realize, who is the competition. That's the problem. For the everyday Joe Schmo.
Yeah, that's not.
But the real thing is really is no competition. That shit, like we just be creating that shit in our minds and shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that comes from this whole this capitalist society. Everybody got favorite team, favorite rapper. What's your top 5? Who had the best verse? Like it was like we just have this competitive mindset. That's where all that shit just comes from.
So as a human thing, and they just plan on
changes.
They plan on the human thing.
I just want to keep football.
So do you think that do you think that's the human thing?
Tribalism.
Yeah, but no, I don't think completely. I think that the reason why we develop these like competitive mindsets is because it's like coming from honestly, it's coming from like a place of lack. You know what I'm saying? It's like always it's feeling like you're not good enough and shit. So you feel like you got to either beat someone else to feel like you've accomplished something, or you have to find an obstacle to overcome to feel better about yourself. Because in reality, if we was all working in cooperation and only thinking from a perspective of what we can give and offer, give and receive, give and offer, we all given to like a positive environment. We're consciously aware and making the decision to be positive and give to a common good, then there would be no need for competition, because we all know that what would drive us is to create a better environment for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we want to have no competition. The only time you feel like you have competition is when you feel like somebody got some shit you don't have, or you feel like you're not good enough and you need more. You know what I'm saying? That's what creates competition. And that's why a lot of the shit that creates this whole consumer mindset is, they play on our insecurities, like, oh, buy this product, you're not skinny enough. Oh, you're not muscular
You don't
enough.
have the
Oh,
biggest
buy
TV.
this product, your hair is not gonna last. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything gotta fit. Oh, look, you ain't got the latest brand, you ain't got the latest deal,
right.
you ain't got the flyest shoes,
Your
the flyest
shoes will
clothes.
show last week.
Like, oh, you didn't get an LLC yet. Did you buy a house? Are you married yet? Like, it's like all that shit. You know what I mean? It's like that's just how it is.
You're eloquently explaining what capitalism is, and that's what is going on out this joint.
Yeah,
that's really what that shit is.
It's just like hyper,
but it's an illusion. It's like some satanic shit. Like I'm telling you, that's how they play on it. They play on us. It's an illusion. They play on our fucking everything we do. Then in school, competition. Who got the best grades? Who's the best reader in class? Oh, who did the best on the test? Like all that shit just programs us up to like this. Who's the freshest? Who's the tallest? Who has the most girls? Like
that's why I
all
like
that shit, like all that competitive. And that it's funny though, because it's kind of funny because then you kind of develop that shit even out of school. You develop that shit in school, and then when you get out of school, now niggas like, oh, I gotta have the best car. Now I gotta have this. You know what I'm saying? The whatever the fuck it may be, in order to still attract girls the same competitive way you did in high school. You know what I'm saying? But just on a more adult scale. It's like crazy, but it's the same shit.
Yep. Exactly.
Like, so that's what that, man. I'm telling you, bro. Shit crazy.
This capitalism shit.
But like I said, bro. But the thing is, the game, the shit, the brainwashing is so deep to a point there where it's like I kind of look at it like I don't even want to sound like that, but it's like, man, I kind of don't. I just know like most niggas, they rather just stay in the game. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'm saying, I'm gonna make the most of this shit.
I love the game.
You know what I'm saying?
I love the hustle.
I love the game. Like, niggas like niggas like Ace, So,
but it's not.
That's human, man.
Yeah, is that human?
It's like they say the soul.
That's human, man.
You said what? I mean, I think everything is human. I think everything is human, the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? I think it all is. But I think also that's why they say, we can be, the angel and the demon, the same shit. We all had that in us. It's like that. We can do the best and we can do the worst. So I feel like that was
gonna
aspect
be one of my. I don't know why that shit never made like our flight room podcast shit, and we can probably talk about it twice. But like, what do y'all think like free will is? Like, what does that mean to y'all? Free will. I think that that's like everything that I think that's like our purpose. Free will, like being able to choose.
I think we don't got it yet.
Huh? Free will?
Yeah, no, I'm saying I think we don't got it yet. Like free will, real free will. I don't think we don't got it yet.
What you mean?
We don't got it yet. I think free will, like, if niggas really had free will, it'd be chaos out there, strong. I think it'd be chaos out there. It'd be chaos. It'd be chaos.
I understand what you're saying there, but like, I'm talking about like free
will. We already lived through that. We had the Wild Wild West and all that shit. So we had straight chaos. Medieval times, chaos.
So you saying too much free will leads to destruction?
Yes, exactly, exactly,
I
exactly.
mean, I think everything is a choice. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a
That's what
choice.
I'm
So it's
saying.
like,
That's what I'm talking about. Free will.
I think
Yeah, like that
Yeah,
part of free
yeah,
will, like
everything is a choice.
everything,
So it's like even
like
like you
like every time it's presented, you at a fork in the road, and you gotta choose. You gotta make a decision, and you gotta be comfortable with that decision because that decision that you make is going to have
yeah,
consequences. So that's what free will means to me.
exactly. So
yeah,
even when you saying Corey,
yeah.
when
What
you
are you
talking
talking
about
about?
like chaos,
We
it'll be straight chaos, but that chaos is still a choice. Like it's not like like it's not a like human niggas don't have to, but they choose to. You see what I'm saying? If we even had the free will to do what we want, the reason why we have laws and we live in this system is because you know, we as humans aren't how would I say, we aren't disciplined enough with our free will. So now we live in a system that enslaves us.
Right,
Simple as that.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? We're not respecting our free will. We're not
Cycle.
respecting the free will
not
that
now.
God gave us. So now he punishes us with a system. Simple as that.
Right.
Now y'all
It's,
niggas got to go to jail. You know what I'm
but
saying? Now
but
you got
And
but
this and
in the
that.
but
Like
name
this is
in the
all
name of God too.
it's
spiritual.
not now though.
Everything that manifests,
Ain't it crazy though?
everything that no, everything that manifests
Let's
physically is spiritual,
rewind.
nigga.
Let's
This is all
rewind.
spiritual.
Hold
Let's
So that
rewind real
on.
quick.
Y'all try to talk.
Let's
But ain't it
rewind.
crazy
Let's
they
rewind
say
real quick.
they
Let's
say that in the name of God though, they put you in that system in the name of God. You know what I'm saying? They swear you in, they put you in front of a judge and a bailiff and all that shit. They do all that shit and they say
that's
it's, you
probably
know,
that's a ritual.
yeah. That's what I'm talking
yeah,
about. Let's
it
let's.
is.
That's
That's
what
some
I'm
sort of
saying.
ritual.
Let's rewind real
That's
quick
probably a
because
spiritual skill. You know what I'm trying to say?
It is. Even the names they use, the bailiff, the sheriff, all that shit. That shit means shit. The
Let's.
black
That's what I'm
robe,
saying.
the black robe
That's
and
what
all
I'm
that shit. That
saying.
shit
So
means shit.
let's
Yeah.
rewind.
Mhm.
Let's rewind because we're talking about y'all brought up laws and shit because it was law. It was law for niggas to be enslaved literally as cattle. You know what I'm saying out this joint. So let's
Mhm.
rewind. So nah, free will has fucked a lot of shit up. Dog, it has fucked a lot of shit up. So it's like I said, if we had really
All right.
free
So
will,
that okay,
free
but
reign out on this joint, dog,
That's the point I'm
okay,
it
but
making
would
though.
Corey.
be it'd be
The, the,
All right. So the ones that
ape
chose
shit
that.
out this joint. At this point in time and now at this point in time now where everybody is able to, well, most everybody anyway should be able to have access to certain technology, guns, germs, steel, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Remind me of that
At this point
technology
in
shit
time, you
later
know what I'm
too.
saying? It would be, yeah, free will and free reign would be fucking stupid out this joint. It would be fucking stupid if niggas could do literally whatever the fuck they wanted to do out this joint. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It would
see,
be
Corey,
straight
Some
see,
dudes.
chaos, straight chaos out this joint.
I don't necessarily disagree with what you're saying. No, I don't disagree with what you're saying because right now you're right. The state that you know people are in, or man, or you know the state that the human race is in right now. Now we wouldn't be able to
Hmm.
you know handle our free will. So that's the reason why we have systems and we niggas go to jail and shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying. So because niggas can't act accordingly without a fucking police state, niggas can be you know cordial and work together and respect and honor amongst your fellow man. Then that's when you get prison systems and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I
Hmm.
mean. So if we got free will today, nah. But if niggas actually became aware of that shit, then we wouldn't need none of this shit. But that so yes, you're right. Today, if niggas had the free will, because remember, like I said, everything's a choice. So even the chaos that occurred, this is not niggas just you know just being impulsive. Like this is people making decisions to not do the right thing. You see what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, when we say free will, that means let's just take away all the police. Let's take away all prisons. That means that the people who out here walking around doing what they want to do, they're deliberately making a choice to do the wrong fucking thing. You see what I'm saying? But every single person is not going to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, then all of a sudden you got we living in the fucking you know just this old vigilante ass world where niggas just doing any fucking thing. So it's like, all right, well then guess what? The chaos creates more chaos now because now the good people who wouldn't normally do nothing now they got to protect themselves. So now we got a wild west type situation. But if it wasn't for that, you know what I'm saying, and if people actually try to work together, then we wouldn't have no need for none of this shit. But it's at the end of the day, day, it's all still a choice. It's all still a choice, though. At the
get
end
it.
of the day,
I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying. I just want niggas to fathom. I'm pretty sure y'all already know. I'm pretty. It was a global participation on the slave trade and shit. A global participation on enslaving niggas out this joint. You know what I'm saying? People from Africa. You know what I'm saying? A global participation just to concentrate on black people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I get what y'all saying, but I don't know. These laws out here are these laws that have been created that we're saying that keep people sane or
but
keep
see
people
the
in
thing.
check have been created by people people that enslaved or participated in the whole global. You know what I'm saying? Come on, go ahead.
But I mean, yeah, of course. But even within that, those people still like, okay, yeah, they might have did had a conspiracy to get black people and enslave black people. But even within their own home state and their own country, I'm sure they still had police states. It wasn't like, oh yeah, we in Europe and it's just nobody goes to rest, nobody goes to jail, and then we just going and we all free and we just gonna go to Africa. We just going to just enslave these niggas. Like I'm just speaking from a perspective of like people being like, not being having free will, like, and them niggas still made the decision to do that shit.
So,
You see what I'm saying?
uh, I think I see what you're saying. Say that again though. One more
You
time.
see what I'm
One
saying?
more time for me. One more time.
Not because you were saying that
One
talking
more
about like
time.
people
Give
being
it to me one
enslaved
more
and
time.
everything like that. Not because I was saying you was talking about people being
Mm-hmm.
enslaved, like you was because you started talking specifically about the slave trade. So I was saying that yes, that is true, but I'm saying even
Mm-hmm.
within those same countries or whoever was involved in the slave trade, they still had their same systems in which they dealt with their own people. It wasn't like in those countries, people were just doing whatever the fuck they wanted to do. It's still like humans fucking enslaving humans, imprisoning humans, all that shit. Still, you know what I'm saying? It's still doing the same thing all aboard. It doesn't change, even though yes, it may have been a specific attack on blacks, but they still was doing that shit to each other within their own country. It's almost like the same shit everywhere. You got your elites who be making moves, and then you still got your poor man in every country who gets treated like shit every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't the ones that's just out here getting the slaves. They ain't the ones out here, making the big major fucking moves. They just be at home and they poor, getting treated like shit. Getting arrested, whatever the fuck you may want to call it. Living at the bottom, trying to do the best that they can do to survive. So.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Since since we on the topic of slavery anyway, since I brought it up, uh,
Why you sound so proud?
I feel
I know, right?
nah. I feel like I might have mentioned this before or whatever, but it's
Hey
like
Corey, you ever
I
see
keep seeing little
you ever see
huh.
American Gods on I don't know what channel
Yeah.
it is.
I ain't see
You watch?
I ain't see the second season. I didn't finish the first season, but I watched a lot of the first season.
Yeah, I think
I
you need
had
to
to
watch it.
pause it when I did some gay shit,
Yeah, I did too. But if
and
you get through it, it's no more gay
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
There's no more
Okay,
gay shit.
yeah. I got through. I got through it. I got through some of it. I still got to finish. Actually, matter of fact, I did finish the first season. I finished the first season. I think the lady, her name was Spring or some shit or whatever. She finished the first season or whatever the fuck. Some god named
Yeah,
Spring or some shit, and they
it's a
was at her
lot
ranch
of
or some shit.
yeah.
But
They use a lot of real,
yeah,
faiths in that.
it's all right. It's all right. It's not bad.
Mhm.
I gotta get up on the second season, but
I'm on the third.
it's a third season. Oh, I didn't even know it was a third season. God damn,
Have y'all
I'm
watched
way behind.
Invincible yet?
No, I ain't see that.
I'm
Joint.
telling you, bro. I'm
I
telling you.
did finish. I did finish them though. I did finish them though. I did finish them. I finally finished
Them?
that. Yeah, them on Amazon. You didn't watch the jump?
Oh no, I ain't watched that.
It was supposed to be the like the
Like
what's his
Jordan Peele
name,
type
Jordan
shit.
Peele type joint.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, It was.
But go.
It was
What you talking about?
definitely.
I cut you off. What about the slavery shit? This should look kind of cool. The Cinco de Mayo shit. All right, go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say. Damn, what was I about to say about the slavery shit? Alright, since we talking about the slavery, yeah. Since we talking about the slavery shit, I done seen a couple of videos on YouTube and whatever. There's a couple of people thinking that or saying that we all a lot of black folks that was here or whatever they not all from Africa or whatever.
Yeah, of course. We talked about
Everybody
this
not
shit
from
before.
Africa, and I feel like
Mhm.
I had yeah, I feel like I had mentioned this before or whatever. It's like it was black folks already here and shit, but where is the evidence? Where's
Especially
the
us on the
evidence?
East
Is the
Coast.
evidence
Yeah,
buried or
especially us on the East
what we
Coast.
thinking? And the thing is like, as a matter of fact, I was just watching this fucking Disney movie with my son, 1 year old. The what's the joint? The Mona, the
Winner?
you know what I'm talking about with the
Yeah.
Rock in that joint.
Yeah.
That joint. And these motherfuckers supposed to be people that has been sailed all over the seas and shit or whatever the fuck. And um, it's crazy to think that like we you have the Egyptians and shit that was like at the height of their time or whatever, the pinnacle of any civilization that people talk about to this day. You know what I'm saying? And they weren't able to sail across the seas, go to Americas or whatever, and trade and barter or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And we have Disney movies showing us Hawaiians, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They sailing across the seas and shit or whatever the fuck. I'm just trying to figure out like, do y'all is it possible? Do y'all think that black folks is already out there strong? You know what I'm saying? Before Christopher Columbus, anyway.
Yeah, it's been proven. It's been proven.
Oh, it's been proven. Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. I need it. Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. I remember they had. I seen one joint. I think it was National Geographic or whatever. They had unburied some lady on the East Coast. On the East Coast, whatever. One of the oldest skeletons or whatever they're saying. Some black lady was out there joint.
It's crazy like how you
Some
be
black
finding
lady.
shit
I
like
don't know.
in the Midwest. I was like, damn, even in the Midwest, that shit sound crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have exact,
Especially out there. Especially if you get to the Midwest,
I mean,
I
you would
seen
think
that.
like southern, Florida and all that type, but they even have
Yeah.
like shit in the Midwest. And it be having me thinking like, is that like where all like the Chicago shit be coming from, or even like how um like secret societies really took over like Chicago gangs. Like I've been reading a lot about that shit lately. Like how the
Oh yeah, that's
Stone,
why they say
like the P Stones and shit, and
you was talking about like
gangster disciples and all that stuff. This all like masonry like structure, how they like recruit
it's low.
and
It
yeah.
is. It's the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, you coming? Okay, you coming up on
Hmm.
some real shit. Because look, listen,
Yeah,
because
I'm obsessed, bro.
I can't. I done seen some shit that was basically saying that like some gang members, some niggas got locked up and they basically they got basically turning their MK assets, right? So then they came back into the neighborhoods and was basically teaching these niggas and created these gangs and like was teaching these niggas these hand signs and all that shit. Because
Yeah.
a lot of these hand signs
Look
be
up the P
similar to a lot of
Stones.
these same satanic demonic hand signs. It's like the same shit.
Yeah. Like even look at the active jumps. You see all these new rappers now.
It's the same shit. So yeah, a lot of those gang signs be the same shit.
Hmm.
So yeah, man. Um, yeah, that's the best way to describe it. They was basically saying these dudes was basically became MK assets and in jail, came out and basically like just passed all that shit down into the neighborhoods. you know.
I mean, but they be showing y'all the shit in movies. I don't know why people be like, like they showed us in every movie,
I don't know.
every show. Like, look at Snowfall. It's like the biggest show, like on like decent cable, but like, good grief. You
They're
just
setting us up. They're
I
setting
mean,
us
just
up.
even just look, yeah.
look at the P Stones and all that almighty, you know, people put in their shit, and they rap names and shit now. That shit, you can start connecting dots.
You said the P Stone? What you mean?
P
Say it again?
Stones, Chicago
So
jump,
that actually
Chicago.
that almighty, you mean like that almighty shit, or like a YBN and all that shit that actually be meaning
Exactly.
something?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What
So is that like
what is
gang
the
shit or
YBN
something?
shit?
Yeah. Lil Bibby
Like when they
and
be all people.
G Herbo and all them. Yeah. It's all part of the same. But if you look how, if you think about like how like these like secret societies like recruit people, you get them doing wild shit and then you just own them forever. So that's gang mentality, right? You got to do wild shit, you know what I mean, in the streets, and
Mm-hmm.
then you in there. Like it's blood in or blood out.
Yeah.
It's the same shit with secret societies. Like secret societies made a way for gangs and shit. But if you actually look about who funded gangs, CIA, even if you look
Yep.
at like mafia type shit, even if mafia type shit, the
The whole
Vatican
crack
funded
shit.
the Vatican funded, you know, the Italian mafia and all that shit. So like you gotta look at it like all this shit is orchestrated.
Oh,
All of it.
that's what that 21 Aces shit about. Okay.
All of it. Even like, you know, like Columbus, Colombia, like all that shit. Like is you know, all the cocaine
Yep.
come from like these Catholic countries. They get moved to Mexico, Chapo, you know, Catholic, all that stuff, and they get moved up to here, and then you know this is dirty.
Makes sense.
Dirty. And then the P Stones, and then even like
Now
if you even
there's actually
even if you look at like
Yeah, what's the P Stone?
like the just like Gangster Disciples, and or even like all the shit that was happening in Chicago, even if like, you know, Elijah Muhammad and shit, right? He was getting funded by this dude named like HL Hunt in like Texas. So like they was already infiltrated. Like every big black
Man said
organization was
Elijah
infiltrated
Muhammad.
back then, and this is on file.
You talking about the honorable? You talking about the honorable? Or we talking about
Bro,
another
Elijah Muhammad
Elijah Muhammad.
was
Which
taking
one we
money
got?
from a big conservative in Houston, Texas. His name is like H.O. Hunt. Look it up. Look it up.
Well, they both conservative, but all right.
But look it up. Why are you taking this money?
You said H.L. Hunt.
Yeah,
You said
if you so
H.L. Hunt.
if you're so opposed, you know, to the, you know, the white man, why are you taking money from him? Just like these gangs, just like Lakeith Stanfield character and you know, Judas and the Black Messiah. There's moles,
remember
there's Judases in every
That was a good movie.
every organization. The Boule,
movie.
they're the Judas right now. So
That was a good movie. That was a good movie.
and LeBron got that shit tattooed on his chest, bro. That don't say anything about anything.
Where he got tatted?
LeBron got the Boule tattoo on his chest, not the back of your calf, your pinky ring, your neck. He got that shit tattooed across his chest. This nigga never went to a school or nothing. Don't know anything about, you know, fraternities or nothing. This shit he got a tattoo on his chest, a Boule symbol.
I gotta get that tattoo, dog. That's my dog.
What?
That's my dog. Fuck that. So he out here with the Boule. He out here with the real Boule. Shit.
That's not crazy, bro.
Nah,
I feel like that's like what? The niggas knew that.
That's the chosen one.
But it's like how obviously I want it.
I need more, especially with Bron. If y'all
What do you mean
said
you
it
need more?
was,
He has
if y'all
the
said it
Boule
was,
tattoo on his
no,
chest.
listen.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm not. I don't care. It's niggas get tats all day. What I'm saying is, I need more. If you would have told me it was what's cuz name? Also from Miami Heat, D Wade. If you told me it was D Wade, he got the little boy out this joint, I would have been like, oh yeah, this nigga right here, this nigga D Wade, yeah, he got his little boy out here posing as a little girl and shit. I was like, yeah, all day, every day, yeah. I believe this shit. I ain't never heard shit about D Wade bad. I'm sorry, not D Wade, but I ain't never heard shit about LeBron bad and nothing. I ain't never heard of him about, oh, he cheated on his wife. I ain't never heard about
Okay, but why is
these
that?
niggas
You don't think
nothing. I've never heard nothing.
do that mean he protected? Do it
He
mean
can't just be a
protected?
good dude. He can't just be a good dude. You know what I'm saying? But yes. So what y'all
See, but
saying
this the
is,
thing.
so what you telling me is he got
You could
too
be a
much
good
money
dude
that
and still
he
get
could
taken
be out
care of,
here.
though. You could be a good dude and still being taken care of, like to the fullest. You don't have to be in it. You just gotta,
Or even like,
dedicate yourself to
What
it.
you gotta do? You just gotta do what? You just gotta do what?
Tattoos that showing your fucking chest.
not even just that, man. I feel like anybody.
Come on, man. Do this look like an
feel like
accident?
anybody-
Do this look like an accident? Do that look like an accident for a guy that didn't go to any type of school to have a fraternity? He has a fraternity tattoo on his chest, and he never went to school. Do this look like an accident? Yes or no?
I don't know.
What do you mean, bruh? That's not an everyday tattoo.
I don't know. Niggas get
That's
get
not an everyday
pyramids tattoo. Listen,
that's not a pyramid, my guy. That's not a joint you point off to on a tattoo. Like,
come on, hold on. Listen,
you don't flip through the papers and pick that.
Niggas get pyramids and Egyptians and all this type of shit tattooed on their ass, and they ain't got shit to do with Egypt. They ain't know they don't know. I'm telling you, they don't know nobody from Egypt, dog. It's like, I don't know, man. Maybe he might know somebody that was in it. I don't know, but I get what you're saying. This nigga got enough money
I feel this is
to
very
be
specific.
affiliated with the shit, so it might be something. We might be talking about something. Yeah. We might be talking about something, but
it's not even just about.
At the end of the day, like I
money,
said, niggas get dumbass shit tatted on themselves every day. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Niggas get. That's what I'm saying. Niggas get tattooed.
I'm sure you have more than one dumbass tattoo. But I'm talking about this specific.
Every motherfucking day. This joint right here, I get what niggas is talking about. I get it. I get why niggas might be like, oh,
this
okay.
looks specific. This looks very specific. I want that one, or let them put this one on me. That looks specific.
I get it. And it's first off, let me zoom in, dog. It's that shit. It's not even the actual symbol.
Yes, it is. Joint that's like to the T.
It's just that joint. It's just that joint with it's just the joint, the animal thingy, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh my gosh.
The beast or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It could be this nigga might think he off some what you call it? What was the shit? Supposedly before the Egyptians or whatever, the Anunnakis or whatever the fuck shit. He might be on some other shit.
That look like the same damn picture.
Nigga, and the Egyptians and all the motherfuckers had them man half beast and shit. Nigga, it's like they're not really telling me
Corey,
shit. But
are you saying this don't look exactly like this picture right here? Are you saying it don't look exactly like that picture? It looked exactly like that picture.
I'm saying it does not. It does not, because
it's a terrible tattoo artist would look
looking
exactly
at a
like
lion's. Come on, you telling me a man that had 99 million coming out of high school from Sprite gonna have a terrible tattoo?
Exactly.
Come on,
exactly.
Now.
That's
come
the
on
point
now.
I'm making.
I'm looking bullshit. This is a lion in the front. And I don't know what the fuck the face this is on the other side, dog. Come on now. We
That
can't
look
do that.
deliberate.
We're not gonna talk about my
Either
dog like that.
besides the point
We're
that
not talking about my dog like that.
the thing when you dealing with people with you know like
With
somebody like
cake.
LeBron, it's not even a matter of him being a good person or a bad person. It's just you know it's a job. It's you know what
He's
I'm
willing
saying.
to
It's
do
like there's
anything.
good people and bad people who do. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
that's what he has to do. That's how he makes his money. Like that don't mean he a bad person per se. It's like sometimes you get into a situation where it's like, hey, I'm in an environment where I can push buttons and make shit move. You know what I'm saying? So why not? You know what I'm saying? Take full advantage of that. So I mean, why not? Would he? I don't see why he wouldn't, especially being in that position where he's in, where he has that
Hey,
level of influence. Why wouldn't somebody pay him a big amount of bread to be in the Boule? You know what I'm saying? I know a bunch of regular niggas every day, like, all right, would never. And then if they was in that fucking room, they'd be like, nigga, we'll give you a show. You'll be in movies, and we'll pay you this. And you went from being a nigga working at Giants to now you in the Boule. Like anybody's susceptible to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even a matter of somebody being a good person or not. But to say he wouldn't be in the Boule, I mean, I'm not saying you have to believe it, but I'm just saying, like, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. It's not like like because I think
So
sometimes
Simeon,
like,
you don't
like a
think he in
lot
the
of people
bootleg?
like
he got one movie coming out.
well, what I'm saying is like a lot of people like because a lot of times people like with celebrities and shit, it's like they'll be like, oh, the evil Illuminati
Mm-hmm.
celebrity niggas and shit. It's like it's the regular people every day that's just as trash. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it don't necessarily mean that, just because somebody is an Illuminati means they a bad person or something per se. It's just they got caught in a situation. It's like Jay-Z said, it's like that power becomes suicide type shit where you so far deep in you can't get back at, but can't get out. Now you got do-si-do. It's like that gang shit we was
I
talking about
disagree
earlier.
with
You get
that.
so deep in that you can't. You get so deep in that you can't get out. You just got do-si-do. So
I disagree with that though. If you fucking with a fucked up organization, then yeah, you fucked up. Then you can't you can't just be in you can't just happen to have joined the KKK and be like, oh, I didn't know these things was like this. You know what I'm saying?
Hey Corey, you know who
You know
started
what I'm saying?
KKK?
no, nigga, this is what I mean. No, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. The nigga LeBron will be, is Sprite good for you? Is Sprite good for you? Is McDonald's good for you? Niggas be in Sprite the commercials and be in McDonald's commercials. Say, hey, kids, come eat this McDonald's. Hey, I just finished the basketball game. Let me drink a Sprite. Now, would that be the smart fucking thing to do after playing the basketball game? Does it now is LeBron a bad fucking person? But being
I
in the
got
Boule
you.
will get you in a position to tell niggas to drink Sprite and the fucking you know what I'm saying, be in the McDonald's commercial. But that don't mean LeBron a bad person just because he
Okay,
wanted to get that deal. Because most niggas wouldn't turn it down. I bet
I
I'd
get you.
probably do a fucking McDonald's commercial,
I
nigga,
get
if
you.
they paid me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
Nigga, I would do a fucking chemtrails
Mm-hmm.
commercial if they paid me.
that's what I'm saying.
I
So
get
that's
you.
all I'm trying to
I
say,
get you.
nigga. Is,
I get you.
why
I would do a
not? Well, that don't
chemtrails
mean he a
commercial.
bad person.
I get you. What you about to say, Randall?
And I'm not even
What's that?
saying LeBron is in Boule. I'm just looking at it from a
What you
perspective of
mean?
like,
This
I
nigga
don't
is
put shit
clearly in
past
the
none of these
boule.
niggas.
How
Like,
can
I
you
don't
say
give a
he's not
fuck.
in boule?
LeBron can be my
He know.
LeBron can be
He know.
Jay-Z's my favorite.
He
This is
know
not the
nothing
boule.
about
Jay-Z's
it,
my
dog.
favorite
Stop
rapper,
listening
and
to
I
this nigga,
full
Randall.
blown
He know
believe
nothing
Jay-Z
about
and Boule.
Corey, this is not a boule.
I think Jay-Z that's my favorite rapper, nigga. But I
it.
don't mean he can't be Boule. You
Jay
know what I'm
Z is
saying?
in boule.
Send me that joint. Send me
LeBron,
But
that
the
joint.
thing
I'm about
is,
to get
like,
that joint
that's
tatted.
what
hold on.
but that's
I'm
my
about to get that
point.
joint tatted like I'm in the boule. Send me
But,
that joint, dog. I'm about to get that joint tatted like I'm in a boule.
but the
Send me
thing
that
is,
joint. Send me that
these
joint.
they have like public records, right? So you can look it up if you want to.
Mm.
We can
I'm
look it
trying to
up
be.
for real.
I'm trying to be in the boule and not.
He don't
You
want to
know
look
what
it up.
I'm
He don't want to look it up though. He ain't gonna look it up.
saying? I'm on my phone.
You
I'm
don't
on my
want to look
phone. You
that
gotta
up.
send me this shit. I'm on my phone, and I got like 10% left. I'm about to go back over here and get back on this charger. Come on, dog.
Oh no,
But send me that tat though. I'm about to be up in the boule too,
you
dog.
better
I'm about
not.
to be in the boule.
Where's
Shit,
a
I'm trying
plant?
to get
We
these
said this
black
shit
dollars
before.
out here, baby. Yeah, I'm a plant, dog. I'm trying to get these black
He
dollars,
was wearing
baby.
the NASA shirt. He was wearing the NASA shirt.
I'm out here. I'm out here. I'm out here. One of these days. one of these days.
Mhm.
And be like, these niggas out here. Mm. That
I
nigga ain't
can't
no
stand
better
like
than Boule.
fact check shit. I can't stand seeing that shit. It's the guy obviously like checking
What's wrong
facts
with the
for a
fact
reason.
check?
Because they checking facts for a reason.
Yeah, because niggas be saying
Oh, fact
dumbass shit.
checking.
Yeah, that shit blows me.
But I mean,
I
people say
like the
dumb shit,
fact check.
but you know, so the fuck what? Like that's what I'm saying. People say dumb shit, but it's like, who is people to be telling niggas they can't have an opinion? So who gives a fuck? They, like, niggas don't have to be right. Like, it's just like that's just what they think, that's what they feel, and then you move on with your fucking day.
No,
Like
no, no, no,
the
no,
fact that
no,
we over
no.
here trying to censor niggas'
No, no, no,
opinions,
no,
that's
no,
crazy.
no, 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 no. I disagree. You can have an
All right,
opinion. I agree.
some
You
of the
can have an
older
opinion, but you
some of the
can't be out
older
here
members.
talking about shit like it's facts. You can't be telling niggas like it's facts or whatever. It's not facts. When niggas
But
fact
when
check
has an
shit, they
opinion
fact
ever been
check
a
We
shit
talking
fact?
about
for a
fact
reason.
check,
Of
Corey.
opinion, I never.
Corey,
Amo, that's why
you
they
would know
who the
some
whole
whole
fucking
facts and they
fact.
would still lie to you.
But how do you? So is everything that you say a fact? How do you know that all your opinions are facts?
No, it's
You see what
not.
I'm saying?
It's
You just
not.
giving your opinion
But
on the situation.
my,
That's somebody telling you,
I'm
Corey, nah, you don't know the
all
facts
right.
on that. So you shouldn't be speaking.
All right, I'm just gonna talk about if politics anyway in general. When that's the most recent relevant anyway time frame when we have fact checking going on and shit, and you have somebody saying this, and you have another person saying this, and you have somebody come and fact check that shit, and it's like, nigga, no, you're fucking lying. It's like niggas are fucking
Bruh,
voting for your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come
nigga,
on,
the
man.
average nigga out
So
here don't
fact
really know
checking
shit
is
about
very
politics, though.
relevant.
But
That's
the
my
thing
whole
is, though,
point.
the
That's my
average
whole
nigga
point.
out here don't.
That is why fact checking is relevant. That's why fact checking is relevant, because you have. That's why you have
No,
the whole
but
fucking Trump shit. You have niggas
Here
thinking
we
that
go, Trump.
the election was stolen and shit. You have a whole million upon millions niggas thinking that the election was stolen. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, come on, dog. No, nobody
bruh,
fucking voted fraud.
nigga, it
And if
has
they
nothing to
did,
do with that.
if there was voter fraud, the only voter fraud yes, it does. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about fact. Y'all talking about fact checking is not relevant or whatever. Yes, it is fucking relevant.
No,
It's
I didn't
fucking relevant.
say. No,
It's very
it's a
relevant.
it's a form of control. No, it's not, nigga. Listen. Let me just finish. Let me finish this point. Like, people have been voting and been in politics for so fucking long, and every time the nigga that the hell they want to win don't win, people fucking complain. For the majority of all these niggas out here who vote, most niggas don't really fucking know the laws. Niggas really don't know what they voting for. Niggas really don't know who they voting for. They just go for whoever they just like more for whatever fucking reason. So, and guess what? Through these opinions of time, I mean, through all these times, through all these years, people have always had fucking opinions on politics where they really aren't fucking informed, but they still had a fucking opinion. I don't see nothing fucking wrong with that, because the majority of people who fucking go out and vote really don't know what the fuck they voting for. They just like, oh, I like him, I like her, and that's it. Now you might go pay attention to your shit or whatever the fuck, or you may be more informed, but most people really don't fucking know. Most people don't be sitting
My
at home
nigga.
going through their shit. Most people don't. When you go and vote on it, so did you
But
know
my
every single
nigga,
thing when you went to go vote and all that shit on the back page after they went away from
I
the vice president and the head president, and then you saw all that shit, you knew exactly what all that shit was specifically about. Most people fucking don't. And that's just all I'm trying to say. Like,
listen.
but niggas can have a fucking opinion. Like, niggas don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see nothing wrong with niggas having an opinion. Like, I don't see
I
nothing wrong with that.
I don't have no. I agree. I don't have no problem with nobody having an opinion. But my whole point is, if you're spitting bullshit out, that's exactly why we had what it was, it January 6th or whatever. You had a whole bunch of disgruntled motherfuckers
Who is making the
rush the
facts, bro?
Capitol.
Who is making the facts?
That's what I'm
Who's making the
saying.
facts?
Exactly.
Who's
Who's
creating
making
the
the
fact?
fucking facts? I agree. I exactly agree.
You can like
Your
it's
boy
crazy now
Trump
how
was
you
So
can
if
making
you
the
don't know
you can
who's
say
motherfucking
making the
facts.
facts, how can
Your
you
boy
no.
agree?
Trump was making the fucking facts.
if you don't know who's making the facts, then how can you say that they're doing the right things? That means you're going you. That means you agree with the oppressor, like the
point that they're
person
trying
who
to
is
make a
in
push for facts
control.
is the sketchy shit.
So
Like,
what you're telling me is that Trump had a point and that
I don't
this
care
shit
about Trump.
was.
I don't care about
I
Biden.
know
I
you
care
don't.
about
I know you
people
don't. I know you
controlling.
don't. I know you don't. But what you're telling me is what you're saying. What you're saying is that Trump had a point that this election may have been stolen, and the niggas that showed out to vote, it was fraudulent. It could have been fraudulent. So these niggas that stormed the Capitol, or whatever, had a point to storm the Capitol, or whatever, because we don't know who makes the facts. We don't know who makes the facts. So we don't know
No,
how
the
this
point
election
is the
really
point is
turns
all.
out, or whatever the
No,
fuck.
the point is all that shit
No.
was theater, and it don't matter what the facts was because y'all fell into the trap of falling into the theater.
Oh man.
Somebody stole the
Come on,
election.
dog.
Somebody opposed the election. They try to
Niggas,
overthrow the
this
shit
ain't the
on
first.
some fake shit.
This ain't the.
What was that? And what was that going to
This ain't
do? People storming the White House. What was that going to do? Nothing. That shit was all
It
theater.
was about nothing and meant nothing. And not even just that though, but what
It was a gesture.
I forgot.
It was a gesture. It was a gesture. It was a reaction to the action. Like it always got to be that shit. Like something has to happen, then has to be a reaction, and then something has to happen to that. Something has to that. Like everything's like a level up. If there's nothing opposing a thought, then what's the point?
I get it. I get what you're saying. I get 100%.
There always has to be opposition, planned opposition. There always has to be opposition.
Yeah. Capitalism. But what I'm saying is, y'all telling me.
I don't care about Trump. I don't care about Biden. They're all part of the same shit. I don't want to hear.
I'm not. That's my whole point. I know you don't care. I know you don't care about either one of them. But we're talking about motherfuckers storm the Capitol or whatever the fuck. We talking
I don't care.
niggas,
I don't care. You don't care about. But let me.
Storm the Capitol. Motherfuckers that stormed the Capitol. You do not think that they had some misinformation or nothing going on, whatever the fuck?
Yes, that's part. They're part of the illusion. Yes, they're part of the illusion. We are part of the illusion. Unjust.
We went out there, motherfucker.
We are slighted. Y'all are slighted. That's part of it.
But the thing is, like, this ain't the first time. Like, I don't even feel like that shit even matters because this ain't the first fucking time like a president lost and people was like, oh, like then wasn't there a whole fucking recount when Bush got in the office? There's always some sort of.
Remember I said Al Gore was thought he was.
You didn't have the internet. You didn't have the internet. You didn't have to have the whole internet and fact checking to get people to come together and fucking go against.
That's bullshit.
Whatever the fuck is going on.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. When was the last time you heard about somebody storming the fucking Capitol? Literally.
I'm not talking about the storming Capitol. I'm talking about as far as the fact checking shit.
Yeah. But I'm saying y'all downplaying what the fuck just happened, literally, in your own fucking sniffing, nigga. Literally, nigga, this is like historic, nigga. Y'all really downplaying what the fuck just happened.
Why?
Yeah, really downplaying, nigga.
Why is it historic?
What do you mean? Why is it historic, nigga? You tell me. Check the fucking history books, nigga. When has this happened? When has this fucking happened? The last time you see some shit, they fucking burnt the White House down and shit. When the fucking last time you see somebody come out the goddamn Washington D.C. and burn some shit down, or break some shit up?
So what do you think is gonna happen?
For the good of who?
So what do you think this means? So what does this mean? Like when you say, like, what are you saying? Like, what is that scene? What is that symbolizing? Like, what's the they stormed the Capitol? It's like now. This means what? Like, what is the end game? Like, you know what I'm saying? What was the point? What's the end game of that?
The host has muted my mic. Oh, am I unmuted?
Yeah, because you got a lot of feedback.
Is that who? That was you?
I'm fucking with you, nigga. I'm fucking with you. Nah, dog. What does it mean?
Because you said niggas was downplaying it, so I'm like, okay, so now what does that mean? What's gonna happen next?
I feel like y'all downplaying like exactly what happened. dog. And
Corey,
your
all right,
boy,
listen,
your
I
boy,
acknowledge what
listen.
happened. I acknowledge what happened,
Right.
but we have to realize what happened is a result of the two opposite sides being taken advantage
Result of what?
our emotions are being, you know, put against each other, and this is what happens. So of course,
That has always been. That has always been.
okay, but like, what's going to take it for us? Are we going to be segregated as far as like a people and be, you know, we get our money, they get their money, or are we going to come together and combat the actual people that's in charge, that less than 1%? Like how do we go about this? Matter of fact, this is one of my questions, and I don't really want to ask. I want to ask in another show, but like, how do we stop the shit? How do we stop government corruption? Like, how do we stop this shit? How do we advance as, you know, a people? Like, what's the answer? What's the answer?
Answer that question. I can answer that shit.
What's the answer?
All right. But we are a microcosm to the macrocosm of the system. We are corrupt, so we live in a corrupt system. It's just that fucking simple. Niggas would, I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Niggas would rather beef than come together. Niggas would rather actually have an opposing side to be mad about than to put the focus and accountability on themselves and what they can do to contribute to a better world. Niggas are too lazy to do that, so they rather point the finger at the other side. They rather storm the fucking Capitol. They rather fucking march and protest and do all this other bullshit instead of actually putting the onus on themselves and what they can do to contribute to a better world. That's the micro to the macrocosm. It's the same shit. We are one and the same with the system. The system will not be without our cooperation. Like, so we always complain and trying to fix some shit that we contribute to every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we want to get the next car, the next shoes, we still out here trying to get money, So then you contribute into the system. The same competition, like we was talking about at the beginning of this same overtime, is the same reason why, you know, niggas is storming the Capitol. It's all because they just want somebody else to fight against instead of putting the onus on themselves. You know, simple as that. Niggas love this system. You know what I'm saying? They do. Niggas love the system. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to admit that shit.
They hate it at the same time. Yeah.
Niggas would rather complain about the system than actually try to come together with you know, their fellow man and create a better environment for their, you know, themselves and their neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Niggas would rather beef. It's a lot easier. There's no accountability in beef. It's always their fault. Simple as that. Like, I don't know what it is, but humans, accountability, young, that is like a fucking, like, I don't know, it's like the goddamn kryptonite to Superman or some shit. Like humans like hate that concept. It's just, I'm telling you, because it's like, hold on, you mean I have to put it on myself now? Like, now you can say the change is up to me? Like, no, they have to fix it. Like a lot, that's how a lot of niggas feel inside. They don't admit it, but a lot of people feel that way. And that's the reason why we beef. That's the reason why we have competition. You know,
there's too much convenience out here. There's too much convenience out here for niggas want accountability.
Exactly. That's a really good fucking bar right there, young. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got it too easy. You know what I'm saying? To the point where they like create unnecessary beef and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if we went into an apocalyptic world, maybe niggas would have no fucking choice but to have to work together to rebuild another civilization. You know what I'm saying? So it's like maybe when we have nothing, maybe that's when we'll decide to actually come together. You know what I'm saying?
We on our way.
That makes sense to me.
You know?
But your man JFK said that shit. Was it JFK who said that shit?
Nah. We said that shit last week. I think it's like Ronald Reagan.
One of them presidents.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them motherfuckers.
Well, can I post
beefing is easier, bro.
Remember we posted Shakespeare Core? You got that feedback, bro.
All
right, but remember I posted that Plato. Remember I posted that Shakespeare quote, and that shit was like heavy. Plato got a quote about the shit we talking about now. Those who are able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood, let alone believed by the masses. Do that relate to right now, or not? goddamn.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and I think even sometimes, see, and that's the mind fuck. Sometimes I think because a lot of times, I guess even us as black
Put
people,
that
like
quote
we
back
living
up
in
there.
like we're
Put the quote
minorities,
back up.
I guess, in this country, right? So it's like we'll believe that it's like, all right, we're minorities in this country, so we'll be like, all right, it's mostly white people in this country, right? So even though every day the messages that we're being taught, what I'm saying, is for our favor, these messages that we're actually being taught are actually to our detriment. But the reason we don't see is to our detriment because we're so focused on the fact that we're minorities in the white country. So you get caught up in this left and right, back and forth of thinking about, like, about the white people don't like you, but then the people who are presenting messages to you every day actually have more hold and influence over your perspective and outlook than the ones who kind of hate you in the dark, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it, but I think that's if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you can see beyond that illusion and see that, um, none of this shit is for you. All this shit is a game. You know what I'm saying? Then you're not gonna get caught up in the us against them, pretty much, the left or right versus right, the black versus blue, the police versus the people, what I'm saying, the conservative versus the liberal. Like, if you can, you'll start to see beyond that. But to actually have that conversation with the average person, it's hard for them to actually comprehend. So niggas will be looking at you like, what are you talking about? The system, huh? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what system? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. Because it's like, I feel like sometimes people be talking about two different systems. They talk about the systems of oppression for black people system, and then we also talk about like the system that we all participate willingly that oppresses us too. I feel like there's two kind of systems that people talk about, and it's all within the same thing.
I would
Hell
agree.
yeah.
I would agree. That's a good quote. That's a good quote right there.
It's a strong ass quote. And he said this shit a long, long time ago. History repeats itself.
Damn.
Those who are
It's
able to
rocking
see
like this
beyond the
out there,
shadows
so.
and lies of their culture, us, will be never understood. Makes sense. Let alone believed by the masses. Just think about everything that's going on right now.
That's crazy. They'll tell you it
That's what
don't
I'm
matter how
saying.
much type of technology we do out this trying, we have out this trying. It's just off of what they say, the principalities. I wrestle against principalities. All that shit. Hmm. Not against flesh, but the principalities.
But that's the whole thing, man. Like you
That's
said, you
some
won't be
dope
able to
ass
seen
shit.
by the masses because what do they call it? Mass media. These big ass channels, mass media. So obviously, these are the messages that's going to be sent out to the masses. So if you're a type
Indeed.
of person where the narrative that you present is outside of that mass media, production, then you ain't niggas gonna look at you weird because it's like kind of like you living in on autopilot and you just hearing the same messages every day, and it's like, okay, I'm comfortable with this ideology, I'm comfortable with this messaging, and then all of a sudden a nigga come to you with a different message, and then you're like, what the fuck? You're lost. So it's like somebody throwing like a brick into a window or some shit like that, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, what did this nigga just say? You know what I'm saying? This doesn't go along with the shit I'm used to. This doesn't go along with the shit I'm accustomed to seeing. And then you have some people who inquire, and then you have other people who, what I'm saying, just like they go along with what they're comfortable with. It's as simple as that.
Dope ass
Because I don't
shit,
think
though.
it's really
I
something
like
some
that.
things that can be misunderstood. Because to me, I don't think there's really anything as far as what can be misunderstood. I feel like when there's misunderstandings, niggas choose to misunderstand. Like you can understand, but I think from my perspective, I think misunderstandings are conscious choices. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you hit that shit on the fucking head, boy. I agree with that shit. No such thing as a misunderstanding, my nigga. You know what the fuck I was talking about, motherfucker. Exactly. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what the fuck I said, nigga? It's no such thing as misunderstanding. You know exactly what the fuck I said, dog.
Because
Don't come over here with
it's
that
all about
bullshit no
being
more,
open
nigga.
minded. Like you don't have to necessarily agree with somebody, but you know you can still respect their perspective. Because even through you can keep it in the back of your mind. Because I've had times where I've disagreed with people, and then like you know later on in life or some shit I come across like, oh shit, that's that shit so and so was saying. Oh, now I see what the fuck they saying. So I can't just dismiss a person's perspective, even if I may not agree at the moment. But because you never know on the back end, you might get that shit back, and then it'll click a lot easier because you actually respected what they had to say, and that was in the back of your mind. You know what I'm saying? So simple as that. You know.
Look at that.
Like I mean, it's kind of like. How you be going with shit, Corey? Like you listen to niggas what niggas had to say. You may not agree, but at least you hear what niggas got to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. I get it though. I get it.
You get it.
You know, I don't never have much to say anyway. But I put my 2 cents in when I can, man. I put my 2 cents in when I can. I like to listen. I like to listen to all the avenues. Everybody got something to say. Let's get it.
So all in all, how do you stop government corruption?
Don't ask me, man.
I don't understand. That was it. I just.
How do you stop
the only way you can stop government? Well,
nigga.
You stop government corruption.
Everybody
have a set pay scale. Everybody has a set pay scale.
I just said that shit.
How do you stop it?
Like, what are you looking for?
I was saying, everybody have a.
Are you looking for a way to keep the system but fix government corruption? Is that what you're talking about? Like a way to keep the system but fix it? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, how do you just?
Because that'll never happen.
I guess that's what people will try. Like you know,
that'll never happen.
Yeah,
but exactly, and that'll
like
never happen.
How did they work as a government and take care of us? Like that would never happen. So yeah, I think just
we're not supposed to be living in this shit.
You got dead that
these
shit.
Systems
period.
are man-made. We ain't supposed to be living in this shit.
You got dead it. Period.
You can't serve two masters, bro. You can't serve two masters, bro. At the end of the day, you know.
You stop government corruption by just by the same way you do black folks out there trying. You set a motherfucking example. Somebody doing some shit out there trying to lock their
absolute
motherfucking
power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah, throw a goddamn,
as they say,
goddamn book of their ass.
If you give anything or anybody too much power, it's going to be corrupt. Like they are only human, just like the rest of us, bro. So you can't put a nigga on that. The sin in that is putting a motherfucker on that high of a pedestal, because they're gonna kick you down every fucking time. It's almost human nature. When a person puts you on a pedestal too high, it's almost in their nature to shit on you. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be putting nigga. It's like, no, we put you in the position of power to do right by us, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, no, it's like, nigga, they're humans just like you, nigga. They shit and they piss at just like your ass. So it's like, and that means they're susceptible to doing the wrong fucking thing too. You know what I'm saying? So that's the sin. You ain't supposed to put another person above you in that manner. You see what I'm saying? It's like that.
Exactly.
Hold yourself to the higher standard. You can't expect another. If everybody made the effort to hold themselves to a higher standard, they won't be looking for another motherfucker to be better than them. When I'm talking about as far as governments and government corruption, you make sure you ain't corrupt, nigga. Like it's like that, you know. But it's like I'd rather be corrupt and just put the onus on somebody who I chose to be my daddy or my father or my system or my, you know, I'd rather put the responsibility on them while I can just be imperfect every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? I can be corrupt every day and put the onus on them because they didn't correct it. Like, nah, nigga, that's not how it works. You know.
It's like, I don't know. There's too many different systems out here that fuck shit up. Whether you
by
Democrat,
design. Why do you think it's by design?
You have a democracy, but
it's by design. It's By design.
It's by design. Yeah, because niggas want to rule. Because niggas want to rule, dog. It's like it don't matter if you go.
Gotta
design
enslave
for a
people's
reason.
minds.
Enslave people's
minds.
It's crazy
keep
though.
people dependent.
It's why they're the what do you call them, the keystones, like they make the building blocks to do all this shit. Like it's not by fluke, it's by design.
It's like how can all these different joints? It's like you got a democracy, you got a what you call them? You got the monarch, you got the fucking you got all this shit out this joint, and like not one of these joints have been proven to be like foolproof or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Foolproof. Oh yeah, this is how motherfuckers need to govern or whatever the fuck. And I think that's why democracy come out this joint. A democratic union anyway come out this joint.
I'm not sure democracy is like a way to go, because like every time the U.S. flexes its muscle,
that's what I'm saying. You got communism and everything.
They always impose democracy, and then where does that get us? It's like a fake. It's like illusion of democracy. It's like the Trojan horse of democracy.
It's that Jedi mind trick
which is
shit.
it?
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's
It's
like
like,
we'll give you
We
the
giving
choice
y'all
to
a choice,
make
but
you feel like
y'all
you
ain't
have
got
the
a
freedom.
choice. Yeah, we giving y'all a
Yeah,
choice,
so
but
we
y'all don't
making
really
you
got a
feel
choice.
like-
we were saying earlier.
It's like sometimes with your kids, it's like
we
you
were
give them
saying
two
earlier,
choices.
did we just
Like
give
you know,
niggas free
you think,
reign?
you know,
Right, that's free will. From the beginning of this conversation, we talk about free will, but
Do
it's
we
the
give
illusion
niggas
of free
free
will.
reign?
Nah, it's the illusion of free will. So, are you doing what you want to be doing, or are you doing what
So
You're
that's
supposed to
what
be doing?
democracy is then. So that's what democracy is. The
Mm,
illusion of free will. That's the illusion of free will, honestly, because everybody else, totalitarian, communism.
that's a good way to put it, though. That's a
yeah,
good way to put it.
Everywhere else,
That's a good way to put it.
yeah.
Come on, man.
That's a good way to
It's
put it.
like
That's a good way to put it. The illusion of freedom. That's a really good way to put it. Because that's really what it is.
Damn.
shit. What we doing out here?
Yeah.
We free out here?
Yes. That was like shit.
Barely free. We should call this episode Barely Free, and we're gonna leave it right here. And yeah, we have some good
With
quotes, some good
the
topics.
number one prison population out here, we barely free. But we're
And that's by design too. Privatized prisons. We can probably that sounds like a good topic to talk about
And
next time. Privatized
To
prisons.
create a permanent lower class, you gotta have
right.
Can't have capitalism without a permanent lower class. Gotta have one.
And the slave labor and all that. Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah. Now we have something to talk about. We have something to look forward to on the next time of Overtime. This is Overtime 38. Ooh, we're getting up there. Overtime 38, we talk about all the, the tough, hard cutting topics. Cut you in your spleen. Your what do you call it? Your I don't know. Your kidneys. Those kidney shots. kidney shots of truth right here at the Overtime portion of the Flight Room podcast. Yep. Keep it tuned. Spotify, iTunes.
This is a good OT, man.
Yeah.
And we supposedly ain't had nothing to say. We
right, no bullshit.
Had for OT.
I know,
we
right?
came in there.
Niggas almost ain't even make it in. Almost ain't even make it in here. For real. Niggas almost ain't even make it in here.
Funny how shit happens. Yep. And yeah. But it's the Flight Room Podcast, Overtime section, Spotify, iTunes, Twitter, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, anywhere you can lift your phone up, just type in the Flight Room Podcast and yeah, get hip. Go
we
ahead,
shall
Corey.
holler.
We shall holler.